Roll camera and action.
Time, Ashwiny!
So for a filmmaker, writing the story is one step. Finding the producer to finance it is one step. Getting the studio to distribute is one step. And the same time, likewise, it is all these are the jobs of a director.
Right.
Like that, getting your audience to get interested, to move out of their home and come to the theater and watching the film. How do you do that? Is also your job.
Right.
I think so. All that is put together we have. So and if you are going to make a big movie or a big money, fighting all these extra elements who want a share of your pie is also your job. Everything is a part of the director's job.
Mr. Rajamouli, you committed 5 years to making Baahubali, both parts. How do you keep yourself passionate and driven for that long?
First of all, when we started, we didn't know it was 5 years.
Right.
That's the first point.
Right. Your actors have spoken about how it did get tiring by the last lap.
Yes.
What kept you motivated?
The first motivational factor is fear of failure. So if we fail, the consequences are going to be very bad for all of us. So that is one motivational factor from one side. But the other side, it is like we were in so much love with the characters and the characterizations and the scenes, all of that. And as they were slowly unfolding one by one, it was a great joy. It was great joy. So one side it was the fear was there, all the physical things, but on the other side we were in so much love with the characters and everything. It was never boring to discuss.
I was going to ask you, did you ever get bored, ever get tired?
No.
Was there ever a point where you just wished you could fast forward to the end?
No, physically you would like the things to get over fast, but they will take their own time.
Right.
But I'm never tired with the characters.
Finally, with so much stacked up against you as filmmakers, the filmmaking process is literally under threat. With so much stacked up against you, what is it that makes you passionate and want to do this job day in and day out? Is it purely the love of creating this? Creating a piece of work, creating a piece of art? It seems like any job would be easier.
No,
given the landscape today.
No, I wouldn't say that. Every job has its own beauty, has its own hardships. You just can't say mine is the most hardest and all of you are having a beautiful life. We cannot say that.
Okay.
Each and every job has its own hardships, and so why I do it is because that is what I like to do. That is the only thing I know to do, and it gives me immense pleasure in creating a world that doesn't exist. Just bringing the world that is in my mind to a reality on the film that gives me immense pleasure, and that is what makes me do it.
I have a very different analogy to this thing, and I've always thought about it at times I'm like really stressing out myself on things. I'm very passionate about films, I'm very passionate about telling stories. But there's one person who one day told me, I would say he's like my guru, and he told me one thing because when he saw me like really stressed, and that came even from advertising, because you're passionate about advertising, you just go to any length to make sure that you're doing something. And he said that your life is cinema, but don't make cinema your life.
Interesting.
And then I was thinking to myself, and I said that I'm very passionate, I will tell stories till the time I can. But ultimately, I'm not a doctor who's saving lives every day. And I'm entertaining people, and I should just, so that little bit of distance between yourself and what you're doing, that's something which is, I think, keeping me kind of a little sanity, is because we do realize, I think I realized it too early, is that today it's going to be there, tomorrow it's not going to be there. So it's just a journey, and I just have to enjoy this journey, and beyond that I should not be thinking too much.
Don't be too invested.
Yeah, that attachment should just be off, is because that can kill you. that can kill you mentally when you're like just, you know, I'd made a film now, what am I going to do next year? Oh my God, I don't have nothing, or oh, I'm not going to make a film. No, I think, I always keep thinking that there are doctors who are saving lives every day and I'm just entertaining people.
Okay.
I just like the idea of being able to tell the story that I want to tell.
Right.
And I think, so I feel like maybe the medium may not be that important, and I feel like I found film and it works for me. But I think it's the idea of creating like that world and that universe. And I feel like I can go through anything to just do that.
Sure.
And I guess that's what keeps me going. But I also keep reminding myself that, you know, I am not saving somebody's life. I'm not doing something so important, but it's that it's important to me. And I do feel that art has like a great purpose in society, and I feel like and I do agree, I feel like we're very, very fortunate, because I feel like we're really like the medium, and I often think of myself as a medium. I'm like, these stories are meant to emerge at this point in time in the universe, and if you have your radar on, they'll emerge through you.
Sure.
And so I feel it's quite a sort of blessing, but I think it's important to be humble about it. And I agree, it's not the most difficult or the most important job, but yeah, I would say perhaps it's one of the most fulfilling.
Yeah.
One thing I want to tell you both, whether we are saving lives or not. Sabu Siril is my production designer. He's a brilliant man. He's a very well-read man. He was telling me the story of the storytelling. How did it emerge?
Yeah.
So when the men were still hunters and gatherers, it was a very difficult life. You know, going out every day, you don't know what are the dangers you're going to face. You might die, you might lose your hand or leg or eye or whatever. You know, it's a very difficult life, living with wild animals, getting food and bringing back food. At the end of the day, the men used to sit around the fire and gather and stare into the fire. No, they were called fire starers because they were sitting in. And after some time, someone would start telling an incident or a story or something which would make them forget their real life for a moment. No, it might be funny, it might be sad, it might be emotional, whatever. They used to narrate incidents which they would make them forget their real life for a moment, which would give them immense energy to carry forward with their life.
Wow.
And today it is no different. Whether you're a doctor, whether you're a reviewer, whether you're a film director, whether you're a rickshaw puller, whether you're a lawyer, you're facing a very hard life.
Yeah.
You don't know what tomorrow is going to be. At the end of the day, you need to sit and relax. You need to come back out of the real life, and go into a different life, which will give you immense energy to go forward. That is the duty of a storyteller, to make people move away from their real life for a moment. We each of us have a different way of doing it.
Right.
We might make a mass masala movie, make Salman Khan dance, or you can make a very intelligent movie which make them think. The point is to make them away from the real life. So you decide whether it's a life-saving job or not.
Thank you so much. Really a lovely note to end on. Thank you so much for really opening your hearts, opening your minds, and really giving us a sense of what you love about the movies, why you love the movies, why you're committed to it in the way that you are. Thank you for your wisdom.